Good morning. This yarn I want to have with you is about the way our society, I think, is starting to move in Australia to with this Middle East war going on, and the things that I think we are overlooking. Our politicians are overlooking, and I'm a bit despondent. I would have thought some of our politicians would have been picked this up a little bit earlier, but maybe I'm thinking a little bit more streetwise than what they are. Firstly, I want to have a look at our ties with America, and the way America's going, and why we are tying ourselves to some sort of a false alliance of a nation that is actually losing its direction entirely. If you have a look at America today, it is not it is no longer a democracy. It's on the verge of a plutocracy more than anything else. You've got a situation where the press is under pressure to report exactly what the government wants, and then they only release it to their own press. If the people go out in the streets, they get shot. They're claiming about rigged elections and that going on around the place to destroy the freedom of democracy. It's unclear that their laws and their punishments do not line up with their constitution or anything like that at all. Their judges are influenced by the politicians. By, if you don't give a decision our way, we'll remove you. Fair trials, I believe, have to come under question anywhere in America today. Government influence in the judicial system is blatant now. They're telling the judges how to judge. They're extending the emergency powers to the people on the ground, and they're using that as a weapon against the people. No separation of powers are gathered between church and the state, and the Constitution, I believe, is they totally disregard the Constitution altogether, and yet our politicians in Australia still hang on to this fantasy. I believe now it's becoming a fantasy of believing Donald Trump will not somehow turn around, and actually he's going to take us into a war if we're not stupid, if we're stupid enough. Now, you can say what you like about Albanese, you can say what you like about himself, and as you know, I'm definitely Labor aligned, but that doesn't stop me having a word if I think things aren't going wrong. And I think we really need to get something up, because I'll tell you now, the LNP will follow Trump down to the wire. And if you understand now, by the looks of Reinhardt, Hanson, and whatever is going on now, they're going down the Trump route, and they want Australia to go down that route. Now, it's up to you whether you're going to allow that to happen or not. If you want all those things I've just said up to the front end of this video to happen in Australia, you just stay on the Hanson route, stay on the Reinhardt route, stay on the LNP route, because that's the way their right wing is going to tell you. Now, I know they're what they call left wing is trying to push back, and I wish them well with that. But I actually can't see that happening. They're going to be overrun by the absolute right wing of their party. And that's what's going to happen here in Australia. You in Australia, you can make up your mind. Now you can forget about, well, I suppose you can have the cop out, you can go to the Greens. Yeah, well, the Greens aren't going to have bums on seats in the Parliament. They'll sound good, and they'll do all that fruity sound that you'd like to hear about the what can do and what we can't do. But the fact of the matter is, you've got to have bums on seats to make changes. We're in a situation here in our country, where what we actually need to do is to start pressuring our politicians to stay away from Netanyahu, stay away from Trump, and find another route towards Europe. And I mean that sincerely. Our future is in the Asian area, which I may add, the Paul Keating said way back in the 90s that our future is in Asia and in Europe, away from America. And I'm afraid if we get on that American vote, ladies and gentlemen, we are in dire straits. We're going down a hell of a route that I don't think I'll be about to see the end result. My God, you people now, us baby boomers have finished our run. It's up to you younger people to wake up and to have a look actually what is actually going on in your country and the potential where we could end up in your country. Okay then, I'm just going to leave you with that. See you later, mate.